Hello again, everyone. Danny DeBock alongside Jonathan Hudson for the call of this affair between the Wildcats and the Vikings. And the story here today, well, the main key line, the winner of this game puts themselves in at least some breathing room for a playoff position, but it's not that clear-cut. First for the visiting Western Washington Vikings. Western, a team that only has one more regular season game after this one against Simon Fraser next Saturday, which carries especially more importance for Western to win this contest against Central Washington. However, also for the Wildcats, they have an extra game in hand against Western. However, two of those contests are against current playoff teams in St. Martin's and Western Oregon. And Jonathan, looking at the two upcoming opponents for Central Washington in both St. Martin's and Western Oregon, this is a game the Wildcats have to win.
Oh, definitely. For Emerald Ridge, they were able to stay pretty much in the comfort of their own backyard. Kamaikan, on a deep trip, has made their way to Tacoma. Well, one of these teams will be a semifinalist. A statement that maybe perhaps many pundits would say at the beginning of this tournament would seem incomprehensible. But sit back and enjoy Kamaikan against Emerald Ridge. In for the opening tip will be Uriah McGriff going up against the main key star, Maddie Rendall, one of the two college commits, and it's Rendall who wins the opening tip for Kamaikan. And we'll get to see Nicole Thomas in full display. The Memphis commit, finding Liana Lepe. Lepe lobs one to the inside for Camilla Howard. Centering feet, they score right off the bat.
Wow, no wasting time there.
Liana Lepe driving in, scoring the opening basket of the game. Great start for Lepe.
Glad you're with us on the Central Washington University Athletics live stream. To begin the game, it will be Kate Robertson and Samantha Bowman for the opening tip. Sit back and enjoy the Seawolves and the Wildcats. We're underway from Nicholson Arena.
No shot clock.
Gardner up the wing. Gardner played on down low for Tiana Horde, lifted on ahead for Braun. Natalie Braun into the corner. Gardner a three. She's got it! Taryn Gardner, unbelievable. She's tied the game with 10 seconds left. Fisher to entry with 10 seconds to go. Thrust along. Morrow is open. Morrow swivels to the inside. Turns, pivots, shoots. Misses the layup.
Foul's
She's
going to be
fouled.
called.
Morrow with a chance for the lead for Arlington. Morrow converts. Arlington a 1-point lead. Here comes Meade back the other way. Stretched on ahead. Sear. Open look down low. Gardner up the wing for the win.
Wow.
Scores! Taryn Gardner with .7 to go has given Meade the lead. Down by 16. They rally back to storm to take the lead.
On the shot, the bucket goes in, and 0.7 of a second left to go. What a comeback here by Meade. Unbelievable.
Samara Morrow. Quarterback's plenty of long stretch passes. She'll gain entry for Arlington. Here's the feed. Morrow deploys deep. Intercepted, and Meade has won the game. The Meade Panthers rally back from 16 points down.
On the near sideline, Isaiah Banks. Tie game, 75-75. In for Gilbert. McNeil now. Down to 8 seconds. Time for one last shot. McNeil cuts to the inside, puts one up and short. Rebound, they score! Matt Poquette with 2 seconds to go has given Central the lead. Matt Poquette out of nowhere.
Shot clock turned off. Up comes Al Ewis. Taken away by Maddie Rendall. Rendall needs an outlet in Thomas. 9 seconds left. Thomas deploys from 3. Wide left. Rebound, Seafair Lopez will dribble it out. Eastlake is heading to the state championship game. They beat Kamaikan 64-53. They will play tomorrow night at 7 o'clock in the state title game.
Huerta up the floor for Central. For Kai, back to Huerta into the corner for Riley Johnson. Guarded by Hajdukvich. Backdoor feed for Heichman, kicked out for Bowman. to Johnson to Kai. Huerta, a three. You bet! Sonny Huerta with efficient passing from Central Washington leads 13-8. And a great defensive play. Evans briskly along for Robertson, and a block by Samantha Bowman. Huerta storming ahead, steaming through, and scoring! And near side for Hajdukovic, stolen away by Asher Kai, lifted on ahead for Bowman. Samantha Bowman in again! 23 points on the night for number 23. Heichman outletted for Kai. Huerta looking for Maida. Maida in for Bowman. Bowman back to Maida. Pump fakes on Evans. Puts a shot blocked by Evans. Heichman comes up with the ball. Loose ball. Heichman for Bowman. Puts one up and in. Central Washington is headed to the GNAC tournament. They clinch a spot in the dance as they turn back history. They beat the Alaska Anchorage Seawolves in Ellensburg for the first time since 2005. They beat Alaska Anchorage 87-56.
Sure, Danny.
Here comes Central back on the attack with Brock Gilbert finding the open McNeil down low. McNeil, his floater missed on the front window, intercepted on the pass from McNeil by Velp. And Western, having trailed by as many as 12, with a chance for their first lead in an awful long time. Jonathan Ned with it to the inside for Kai Johnson. What will he do this time? Johnson in on Gilbert. Dispossessed by Brock Gilbert. Led on ahead, Isaiah Banks 2-on-1 with Hector. Down low, Hector to the rack. Misses the layup. Banks the rebound. Puts one up and scores. Isaiah Banks in response. Central extends their lead up to 4 with 3:35 to go.
Great play.
Three from Ashley Alter. Kai, hands off for Maida. Maida back for Scow. Scow, near side for Kai. Asher Kai, sachets right past Alter. She scores! What a play from the freshman! Even Bjorn, defended by Maida to the inside for Maya Hoff. Far side for Natalie Hoff. Sister to sister. Natalie scores from Maya. Shot clock is turned off in a 19-19 tie. Down to 10 seconds. Left-handed dribble from Huerta, driving in on Zahn, putting one up. Off back iron. Heichman the rebound. Escort to the outside. Bowman gets one off in time and in! Samantha Bowman at the first quarter buzzer. Yellow Jackets on ahead. This is Danielle Zahn finding Giese. Giese splitting through the defense. Kicked out for Shelley. A three. Missed. Rebound. Giese scores. Aspen Giese ties the game at 47. Bowman, left-handed dribble. Turning, spinning on Boyce. Heichman down low, kicked out for Kai. A three. It's true from Asher Kai. Central reclaims the lead, 60-57.
The best players don't come up in easy situations. They come up in times like these.
Boyce from downtown. The response. We're tied at 60.
On the night for Kai Johnson. This is Brock Gilbert. For Matt Poquet on the outside for Isaiah Banks. Banks taking a look patiently with time. His Wildcats of Central Washington down by 1. Gilbert down with it. Shot clock down to 8. Gilbert cuts to the inside. Rotates for Banks. Banks splitting through. His floater is in! Isaiah Banks rattles one home, and Central has a 1-point lead.
Fantastic floater from Banks. Out of his normal floater range, but he was able to hit it in a clutch moment.
Minnis with it now. Minnis on the outside for Kai Johnson. Johnson deters from the Colley screen. Instead, Hornbuckle obliges. Hornbuckle on the edge. Watched by Banks. Near side for Minnis. Minnis taking his time. 5 to shoot. Minnis down to 3, down to 2. His three-pointer is good! D'Angelo Minnis gives Western a 2-point lead.
Kai finding Heichman back to Kai. Kai rides into the paint, turning, spinning, putting one off the glass and in! Counted in the foul for Asher Kai! 66-65, Seattle Pacific in front with 5:12 to go. Riley Johnson for Claire Heichman. Heichman handing off. No, a fake that even faked me out. Here's Maida cutting in. Retreats for Huerta, stumbling and scores! What a play from Sunny Huerta as she fell on the floor and scores anyway!
And let's see how Central Washington responds.
Here comes Central with Brock Gilbert, watched by Minnis. Gilbert off the Hector screen for Poquet, a jumper.
Going.
And in! It rattles in! And we are tied at 81 with 2:10 left to go. Here comes D'Angelo Menace for Western. Menace on the near side. Splitting on the outside frame to the free throw line, in for Velp. Velp on Banks. Banks with 4 fouls. Velp puts one off the glass and short. Rebounded by Cully. Kicked out Hornbuckle. Johnson, a 3! Off the rim and out. 1:48 to go. Central in an 81-81 tie.
Strong rebound there from Isaiah Banks for the Cats. Got to rebound strong in these last minute and 40.
Gilbert on the outside. He's double teamed. Instead, McNeil comes up with the pass. McNeil watched by Johnson. McNeil out for Hector, a 3. He's got it! Samad Hector with the three-pointer. Central leads with 80 seconds to go, up by 3.
What a shot from Samad.
Western will bring out Velp, Hornbuckle, Johnson, Colley, and D'Angelo Menace. 8.8 on the clock. Buckle up, here we go with Daniel Hornbuckle to inbound for Western Washington. Here's Hornbuckle. Open is Johnson. Johnson with 7 seconds to the outside. Johnson, his three-pointer is short. McNeil the rebound. And Central with McNeil fouled by Colley with 1.8 seconds to go. Central might have put in a stranglehold on this game. Not to foul. Here is McNeil. Second attempt is up and through. Central an 86-81 lead. Velp inbounds for Hornbuckle. Hornbuckle, his three-pointer at the gun, is in and out. And for the first time since 2008, Central has swept Western. Central Washington, an 86-81 victory over Western Washington. Central advances their record to 7-9 on the year in GNAC play. Western drops to 7-10.